SMF Street Traders, this is the pullback that we were talking about. It's called the intraday range pullback in pricing control. Basically, I'm right here at 85 now. When we were peaking up here, you can see right there in the info panel that we were at 99 IR. We were also over here, let me repeat, 95. Right now I'm pulling back to that 85 in the brain. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to scale in 85 down to 70 in price action here based on the fact that half of that bar, and what I'm going to do is go find out where half of that bar, that's that breakout bar. I'm going to scroll down here. Here we go, MMTs, and we're going to find out where half of that, oh boy, it's all coded for you. Oh my goodness, the prices are going to be made there. I already know. I found half of the bar right here, 291.45. Let's take a look at the bid and ask. The bid and ask is 88 by 90, 85 by 86. So I've got to stay above half of this bar. Half of that bar, once again, MMTs, happens to be at 291.45 MMTs. And that's down there. Now, MMTs, 291.45, write it down. Upside resistance within the channel. Again, the upper end of that bar is 292.08. That's half of that bar, MMTs. If I don't close above it, he slid the bid here and he slid the bid there on the pullback, and I'm at 85 here. We're going to see where we're made at price. Half of that bar there is the most important bar. And if I go below 85, I won't hold that. I'll have to pull back. We'll update right now. Time, 8:42 a.m. 3-minute bar time stamp is right here, 11:42 Eastern time. Right here in the time stamp, 9/23/2010, right there. Okay? Here's the move. Here's the IR. There's half of the bar action right there. That's the upper end. You got to close above 292.08. Here we are. We just dipped down, but we're at 75 and we're holding half of this bar right here. So basically what we do in these kinds of cases is as it starts to confirm itself, we start to buy a little bit within the bid and ask structure right here. So as we penny down to support and we get made here, we know that if we're below 75 here, that this price is going to be weak on execution. So we'll monitor that 72 and see if we go below 70 and can come down and get an entry. This is called an intraday range pullback in price action made using everything that you're taught. So your trend ratio, bid and ask trend ratio is falling. You're going to come down in price. If this isn't going higher, well, then we go lower. So basically, look at it. Because we're willing to wait, now half of this bar right here is going to be resistance. We're right at 75, getting made down here at this half bar, right there. Here we are, we're live in action. The thing about it is he's trading half that bar up of, that's a 3, 6, shallow 3 with a 6, with a 9 right here with a 12 total pattern. 3, 6, 9, 12 to half bar. Now he's in the trade because the thing about it is he's going to build up and that's the time to buy. And we're going to take a look at that bid and ask. Just pop 30 pennies, which was a flash trade in itself in this ECN. 50 pennies are going off, 50s are going off. So you can see what side of the market's getting, you know, who's winning that tidal wave between that buyer and that seller. That's going to tell you that if I'm closing above half that bar off that price action, I'm staying that long right now. So basically, this is an accumulation of $1.50 within the bid and the ask ranges. Once again, I'm going to show that other chart. Here it is. We'll go right back to that price, and that price right here in that info panel happens to be 291.33. And 291.33 and above here in that bid and ask is going to give that price action that stability, but you got to take out that price on that upside. Not only that, you got to run north of 85 in the IR. So this is an intraday IR pullback. Half price is being made here. we have to keep going north of 85 here. Okay, and we got to set up above half of this bar right there. Got to close above half, stay above half. Price action is 40 by 44. That's a 33-cent bar right here. So we know exactly where you're at. And you're 42 by, oh, okay, so there. He brought it right there to the penny in the bid and ask. Right there, you can see it. 37, 48s, 5s, 2s. So the bid's kind of like very mixed between the buyer and the seller. So what? You have price control system right here. That's the public doing their thing. And you're trading the price within the system. And you went from 0.60 to 0.65. You moved up 5, and that's why this bottom here has legs. It's because the bid and ask ratio is holding here, which is giving this price, this particular price support, its action that it needs in its momentum cycle. Rather we break out here, we're going to have to go north of 85. Once again, price action got made. Half bar right here got taken out. You can see it. There's the print. 67s went off. Now 60s are in play. 59s and 57s going off in the bid and ask. There it is right now. Price is trying to get made right here at half of that bar. We're going to have to close above half of this other bar that Ken Flagg wrote down. We got a wild breakout going. You got to close it. You got to take this bar out. That momentum's got to run north of 85 right over here on that breakout. One of the MMTs was asking a question, and one of the fine things about the art of the bid and the ask between the buyer and the sellers is that's what they're doing there. However, the system does it for you. So you don't have to pay a lot of attention to it other than what the relevancy at the price momentum is. And if the price momentum is made right then and there, well, then you know that that's the right place to be. But right now, we're at 81. We're not breaking above 85 in that. So we're holding this bid and ask right here. And basically, it's right here in the system. It's right here at one of our teeny lines. So basically, we're going to have to, you know, make sure that these teenies right here that are printing at 10.94, that this ratio goes higher in value up toward 90 now. So you got to, when you break higher above 70, you're going to break higher in price over here. But you have to do that. So right now you just have a bid and ask. We already have that pegged in the system. So let's see where his teeny range is. Teeny's off the intraday low. Well, let's see what that number does. This number does a certain thing, will be relevant to that price print. Right now, we have the breakout in place. We got this 3-minute bar now breaking above this last 3-minute bar. So therefore, the next resistance up will be right over here. And that's going to be half of this bar right over here. And the thing about it is the platform's got it all calculated for the MMTs. Right now, he's gotten in down here at that price action. We broke above half of that bar, and there it goes. And not only that, the intraday range, if it goes above 85, you'll finally get a breakout as far as that goes. So there's the price print right here, right now, with that breakout action. But this half bar right there, it's this one here. That's resistance now. If you can't get above it, you have to sell into it right here. Half of that bar. Here we go. What I am going to do is I'm going to put a limit order out right here at 290.62. And the reason I'm going to be doing that is because in the brain right here, if I go below that 75, I have to break below that 75 right here. If I do, I can go ahead and teeny down to my price action and get hit. So there's my limit order right now, buy 300. That tells us that that's what we're going to do. So basically, that's below the market using the platform. Let me bring it back up. Here it is. That's the price action. We're at 81. That's a live bid. I got to go below 75 though. Like I said, we don't break this half bar if that doesn't go below 75. We'll point out right here where price action got made back up to that 72 by 77 pennies from the last one in the video.